Some couples choose to forego having a cocktail hour. While it may seem like another expense with your caterer, there are many benefits to hosting a cocktail hour. So it can be fun for your guests, and it can be an essential part of your wedding day flow as far as the timeline. So stick around and find out the 4 reasons why we suggest you have a cocktail hour. So the first thing up is time for pictures. This is a huge one. Most of us don't want our guests just standing around while we have our family portraits taken. If that happens, generally somebody is going to come up to you to give you their congratulations, and that one person quickly turns into a mob. It's imperative for the timeline that the guests get directed away from the ceremony site or wherever you're going to have your formals taken. This also gives you and your photographer an allotted amount of time to get those formals and oh so loved portraits in. If planned well, an hour may do the trick, but do note that depending on the size of your wedding, the amount of formal combinations that you would like to have taken, the cocktail hour may need to be extended beyond just one traditional hour. Next is time for vendor setup. If you're doing a room flip or reusing elements from the ceremony in the reception space, your vendors need time to set this kind of stuff up. It's always best to have your guests in a separate space than where your vendors are trying to put everything together. This not only helps your vendors complete the task faster, but it also avoids any liability. So it eliminates the chance of someone bumping a ladder, tripping, or otherwise just harming themselves or another person. So number 3, it gives time for your guests to mingle. This is a perfect opportunity for guests to get to know one another, whether it's grabbing a cocktail at the bar or schmoozing over some snacks. Your guests will have the opportunity to socialize. It's a perfect time for old friends to catch up and for those who don't know anyone to make some acquaintances. This also means that when the important reception moments come up, like the first dances, toasts, people aren't going to be whispering through all those moments that are oh so important. Okay, number 4, and it's a big one. It creates a wedding day flow. After the ceremony, your officiant will announce that the guests are invited to join the cocktail hour and where that will be. After cocktail hour is over, your DJ or band will announce that everyone is now invited into the reception for introductions and first dances. Once those are over, the band or DJ will announce now that it's time for everyone to eat, and the bridal party / immediate family are to go first. So your guests will get to know what's going on, where, when, and kind of what is going to happen next. They're going to look for the band or DJ to make those announcements. It basically creates a flow for the rest of the evening, so whenever the DJ, band, or whomever starts to announce the cake cutting, they're looking for those cues. And by the way, making sure that you and your family get to eat first is really important. Many couples don't get a bite to eat on their wedding day because they are bombarded with well-wishers. This usually happens because the guests have eaten before the bridal party has actually arrived to the reception space, and that leaves the bride and groom eating last. Be sure to create a flow, such as the example I just put together, that ensures that you will eat first. You've paid and planned for this whole thing, so I think you kind of deserve that. So I hope that this was super helpful. You can check out the rest of our videos here. Be sure to hit the subscribe button. If you like this content, hit the like button and leave us a comment to let us know what you think. I will look forward to speaking with you guys soon. Bye.